I've had my trips with only one more left to go. Welcome to the Media Cabinet for an epic review for an epic park. Hello, all Universal fans, and particularly Epic Universe fans. Welcome to a new video inside the Media Cabinet. I know it's been a while. Why am I doing this video in June, way after Epic Universe has opened? Well, because I wanted to, and I finally put out my Epic Universe uh, park video. I know a lot of people out there, theme park people, Tim Tracker, Mammoth Club, Ordinary Adventures, Paging Mr. Morrow, Super Enthused, everybody has put out their epic videos and have given their reviews of Epic Universe. But I still wanted to go ahead and put out my POV from the park. I know it's probably not my greatest video that I've put out there, but I put it out there anyway. And now I thought that because I've been to the park a good amount of times, 5 times, I have really let the park sink in, and I really wanted to give my in-depth review, and of course show off my collection of merchandise that I have acquired from Epic Universe. Even though it is not much of a epic haul, I of course have the grand opening T-shirt from the opening day, showcasing everything on it, and then it says grand opening May 22nd, May 2025. So yeah, I want to show off some of my merch, give my in-depth reviews for each of the lands, and just talk about the park in general, the food, the experiences that I've had while going, and all that jazz. So one just a notable piece of merchandise that I want to show off, whether it just be something simple or not. It's the fact that it's its own Epic Universe thing. I do have a bag from Epic Universe. It's just your regular run-of-the-mill Epic Universe bag, Universal Epic Universe, on the center. So yeah, again, it's just a regular Epic Universe bag, but thought I'd show that off. So let's dive in to when this whole Epic Universe visit started. I was invited by my best friend Adam, who I've been doing the Disney College program with. He works at Epcot, where he is part of the team of Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, and Mission Space. And he filled out an application for Epic Universe, and he is one of the operators for Stardust Racers, the big roller coaster in Celestial Park. And we'll get to my review on that in a little bit. And so he invites me and one of our other friends on April 10th for my first visit to Epic Universe. Now, I have been following along with the construction and all the news, and you can go back on my channel to see all the videos of me breaking down everything that was announced for Epic Universe. I wish I would have gotten one of the cool Chronos displays with each of the medallions for each of the lands, but I'm not that high up on Universal's media list, unfortunately. But it's okay. It's okay. I was happy for my other media friends, Oiby, Tim Tracker, Super Enthused, Ordinary Adventures, just to name a few, that they received the Chronos and all the media invites. So we go and we're approaching the Chronos for the very first time. And I just absolutely lost it. Like, to see the Kronos in all of its glory as we were approaching the main entrance of the park, and it was just absolutely amazing. Truly, truly absolutely amazing. And that was just the beginning. We step into, through security, and we're in Celestial Park. And I'm just like taking everything in. The views are just amazing. You go to your left, you can go to Super Nintendo Land, Oakenstar Tavern, Pizza Moon, and Dark Universe. Or you can venture to your right, and you can go to some of the gift shops over there. You can go to the Starbucks, go to How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, Stardust Racers, Meteor Astro Pub, and Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. And me and my friends were like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go start in Monsters. And then we saw that Monsters Unchained went down. So we're like, okay, let's go to Super Nintendo Land. And we rope dropped Minecart Madness. We did Minecart Madness. Absolutely loved it. And we got off of Minecart Madness. And we got the Donkey Kong Crunch Float, which came in this awesome barrel cup. You'll see some white on there. I've been using it as my cup for after I'm done brushing my teeth, and I put water in it and everything. And on the back, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it says Donkey Kong Country, at, copyright Nintendo, Universal Studios, and then on the bottom, it says Super Nintendo World. But it was think of it like Dole Whip, like Epic Universe's version of Dole Whip, and it was like a pineapple banana soft serve inside a waffle cone with caramel corn, and it came with a really cool spoon, which I did not keep. Yeah, this is a cool little cup. Can't really fit a lot in it, so you can maybe fit like maybe a 6-ounce drink. So we got that, and then of course, the whole thing of Super Nintendo Land, not only is it to jump into some of your favorite games like Mario Kart, Yoshi's Island, and Donkey Kong, but it is to jump into the game. The whole idea of the portal is a world of play. And that's what it all is. The whole world is one giant game. And you have two games set up in both sections of Super Nintendo World. You have the Mushroom Kingdom, and then of course you got Donkey Kong Country. In Mushroom Kingdom, right from the start, when you enter into from the warp pipe, and you're in Peach's castle, you see graffiti on one of the doors entering into the Mushroom Kingdom. And it's written in gold, and it says, "Looky what I got," and Bowser Jr. has stolen the golden mushroom. And it is up to you to go around the Mushroom Kingdom and find these keys by playing these mini games to unlock Bowser Jr.'s challenge, where you can go and recover the golden mushroom. So I have 2 keys. I've done the Babam game and the Goomba game, where you have to stop the Goomba from getting the key. I tried doing the Don't Wake the Piranha Plant game, and I didn't succeed. It was very confusing, and you had to run around a lot. So I still have to get some keys to unlock that final challenge. But in order for you to get coins for your team and to unlock these fun stamps and really feel immersed into Super Nintendo World, you need to pick up a power up band. Of course, there's a whole bunch of options. You got Toad, you got Toadette, you got Yoshi, you got Luigi, you got Mario, you got Waluigi, Wario, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Peach, and Daisy, and a whole bunch of characters, a whole cavalcade of characters. Also, if you have a power up band from Super Nintendo World, Universal Studios Japan, or Hollywood, you can use them in the world. Your progress will just transfer over. So, like, I know, like, Tim Trekker has a special power up band that is from the 10th anniversary of, or 1 year anniversary of Super Nintendo World. I know he uses that one. But I went with the standard. I went with the Mario band. And then on the back, there's a QR code. It's very easy to set up. You just open up the Universal app. You go into Epic Universe, Universal Play. You scan the QR code, pick a team, register a name, and you're all good. So at the top, it says Mario and Super Nintendo World. It comes with this little strap to when you slap it. You can put the little strap on just so it keeps it in place. And they sell a whole bunch of merchandise in there. Like now they have a question block that you could put your power up band inside when you're not using it when you're walking around the park. But what's cool is so it comes in this really cool box. All the power-up bands come in this box, and on the back it says official Nintendo product, and also it has a Universal logo. And what's also cool is like if you have a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch Lite, you can actually tap this on your Nintendo Switch, and it will unlock a special item. It will act as like an amiibo. But inside, you get this. You get this box, which has some really cool artwork on the side. And we open it up, and this plastic piece that holds it comes out, and there is this this map. I didn't know that this was a map, but it's a map. I thought it was just like a poster or a placeholder, but it's a map, and you fold it out, and it shows the games that you can play. So it's like collect the keys to take back the golden mushroom. His minions guard the keys. Bowser Jr. has locked it away. The golden mushroom was stolen. So it starts here, and then you work all the way up in the story. And then for Donkey Kong Country, there's not really much of a game, but you could go through and you can collect the KONG, and there's a whole bunch of things scattered throughout the land. Tiki Tong has come to steal the golden banana. And it set out on a minecart adventure to protect the secret treasure. And then you got Toad in the bottom saying, collect free keys in order to enter Bowser Jr.'s hideout. There are 5 keys in total. Oh, so I have 2 keys. So I just need to get one more. Or I could get all 5 if I wanted to. But this is really cool. It shows a nice little map of Super Nintendo World, Mushroom Kingdom, and of course, Donkey Kong Country. And then on the back, it has that QR code, so you could download the Super Nintendo, the Universal app. If you do not have the Universal Orlando Resort app, please download it from here. Power Up Band allows you to play in the Mushroom Kingdom, punch blocks, collect coins, explore, discover, and play. Ready to play? Scan the QR code on the back of the Power Up Band to begin. It's a silicone game band, no assembly needed. Do not attempt to disassemble or modify band. Use game band only as intended. Misuse may damage band function or appearance. Parent or guardian supervision. Young children may need supervision or assistance during play. And then, of course, it advises the Amiibo use near field communication NFC to interact with supported software. Please visit the official Nintendo website for more information. Each power-up band can be used as Amiibo for its corresponding character. To use a power-up band as an Amiibo, tap the circular character icon in the center of the band to the NFC reader on the console. Power-up bands are not compatible with the Nintendo 3DS series or the Wii U. So that's really cool that they put that on the map. But yeah, this is a nice little. Think of it like a poster. You get a nice little poster with it. That day we had lunch at Toadstool Cafe. I got the Mario Burger, and at first I thought, and I say at first because I will get to a better review for food down the road. I had the Mario Burger, and my friend Adam had the Luigi Burger. The Mario Burger was a regular ground patty burger with bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and mushrooms. I didn't get mushrooms on it. And it came with a bun that had a Mario mustache on top, and it had this little thing inside the top. So if you get the Mario Burger, you get the Mario hat. If you get the Luigi Burger, it's not really a burger. It's a grilled chicken sandwich with a huge, green poblano pepper on it. It's a boiled chicken breast. My friend said it was good. The fries came with, crinkly fries. It was really good. It was a really good theme park burger. And there's a whole bunch of other food in there. You got the question block tiramisu, Princess Peach's cake, which is like a full-size cake. You could do the mushroom soup, the piranha plant burrata, or it's like a caprese salad, I think. You got the Bowser's fiery meatball challenge. There's a really cute kids menu. If you do the Mario Burger, you get the Mario hat. If you do the Luigi Burger, you get a Luigi hat. And there's a Mount Beanpole thing with the kids menu, so you get the flag and everything as well. I kept this. This was a lot of fun. Before I continue, I want to just show some other regular Epic Universe merch. First, I got this Epic Universe magnet that my friend Ava gave me. She bought a 2-pack, so she took one, I took the other. This was my first piece of Epic Universe merchandise, and it's just this Epic Universe pin. The only way that I now know that you could get this pin is if you go to Otherworld Mercantile, which is the main gift shop for Epic Universe, and you get this pin if you do. It's a pin and ornament combo set. So that's the only place that I've seen this pin now. And then you have, I'm calling this like a poster pin. It's just this really awesome Epic Universe banner pin, I guess, honestly. And you got some celestial symbols all around it. And then you got a smaller version of this in the middle. And then I have, now when I saw this one, I just liked it for the way that it looked. There's multiple pins for this particular land. This is just a design, and there are, again, like I said, there are multiple versions or multiple pins inside the land that have to do with this particular property. But I saw this one, and I just really liked it because of, and you'll see the details. This is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic pin, and at the bottom it says Universal Epic Universe. What really drew me to this pin was that green in the background, obviously representing the Flu Network. So that's just a little bit of merchandise, and I'll get back to more merchandise in a couple minutes. But now we are gonna move into my favorite land. Dark Universe. I love this land from when you first step into that portal to going just everywhere that land offers. To, of course, its main attraction, Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment. The entrance, like this, you're literally walking into the manor of Victoria Frankenstein, who is the great 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 granddaughter of Henry Frankenstein, who is the original Dr. Frankenstein. And you're walking in this village called Darkmoor. And Henry Frankenstein is the Baron of Darkmoor. And it's a village that has been under the watchful eye of familiars of vampires. Um, and um, and also the hunters, the hounds. And as you're walking, you encounter some of Darkmoor's civilians, including the Invisible Man, uh, the Creature, and the Bride of Frankenstein. And you see all this electricity buzzing through the village because at the very end, Victoria Frankenstein is working on her latest experiment, trying to take control of Dracula. Over the years, Victoria Frankenstein has been working on these experiments to get control of the monsters of Darkmoor, including the Wolfman, the Creature of the Black Lagoon, Quasimodo, also known as the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Phantom of the Opera, the Mummy, the Wolfman, and of course now Dracula. And that's what the whole ride is. You are stepping into the manor of Victoria Frankenstein, and you, select few, are chosen to see this experiment of Victoria trying to gain control of Dracula. And let's just say, for a word of not spoiling, unless, well, you've seen video on YouTube, things go wrong, and Dracula flips the switch, and he escapes, and you are along for the ride on one of the catacomb navigation units driven by Igor. It's a fantastic ride. It's the same exact technology as Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, but it's a lot better. You got over 14 animatronics representing each of the core Universal monsters, and just some of the most amazing animatronics that Universal has ever created, or anything has been seen in any theme park. I believe they're keying a term called mechatronic. I believe that's what it's called, mechatronics. So I have as of June 16th, I have ridden Monsters Unchained 24 times. I went one day on June 4th, and I literally marathoned it 10 times to hit 20 times. And I went up to the team members there, and I have a Halloween Horror Nights book that I've been tallying how many times I've been riding the ride since April 10th. And I showed them, and I'm like, look, I'm about to hit 20 times today. Is there anything that I can have as a medal? And two of the team members go into the gift shop, and I'm waiting, and they're like, come with us. And they're like, to show our appreciation and to say thank you for doing all these experiments so many times, we would like to give you this as a token of our appreciation. And it's this really awesome keychain of the manor of Frankenstein. And on the bottom it says Dark Universe. I freaking love this thing. This is such a fun little keychain. There's not much weight to it. It's very, very light. But it's just an awesome little keychain. and it is one of two pieces of merchandise that I have from Dark Universe, and the other one is this right here. This really cool souvenir cup. It is a Monocane test tube. You can go into the Burning Blade Tavern, and you can get a range of drinks, including a Dark Universe created beer. It's called the Devil's Rambler or something. I might be wrong on that. It's Devil's something, but it's a beer that was created exclusively for Dark Universe. You can get the Monocane Mocktail, which is great for kids. If you're an annual pass holder, you get a great discount, which includes this souvenir cup for like only $11. If you're not, it's only like $12, and the souvenir cup is included. And it's like a green drink with like pineapple and Sprite, and it's amazing. And of course, you get to keep the cool beaker. And the other day when I went on the 15th, I had their mead. Every single land except for Super Nintendo Land, for reasons of it being a kids area, has a specific mead. How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, Dark Universe, and Wizarding World. All have specific alcoholic drinks, and then each of the freestyle machines have special drinks as well, special sodas. And of course, there's Curse of the Werewolf, which is a fun family spinning coaster. And then, of course, the highlight of Dark Universe is you want to do it at night. You got Das Steakhouse, also at the Burning Blade Tavern. You do have some really fun food, including the Hunter's Steak Pretzel, which is a pretzel in the shape of a vampire steak. It's like a garlic bomb went off, and it tastes absolutely amazing. I love it. It's my favorite snack and theme park pretzel. You also have these jalapeno bites, jalapeno cheddar bites that are like these black balls. They had them at Horror Nights. I didn't get them at Horror Nights, but I got them at Epic Universe, and I love them. There's a 4-ounce burger, which is served on a black bun. And then you have another snack at this one snack stand that's dedicated to the lore of Frankenstein. And you can get a Frankenstein-shaped pretzel with like a white cheddar cheese sauce, and then you can also get these cinnamon bread. They're like these donut bites that are covered in cinnamon and sugar, and they taste like Dollywood cinnamon bread, but Dollywood cinnamon bread is Dollywood cinnamon bread. Going on and forth, what else can I say about Dark Universe? It has some amazing food inside Das Steakhouse, which of course is the eating establishment for the land. I went there when I went on the 15th. I went with my friend. He ordered the steak, and then I got the Das Burger, which was this really nice burger on a black bun with minced onions, and I think there was like stewed tomatoes on top, and it had a really nice kick to it, and it came with some really nice French fries. The burger was amazing. It tasted like a Big Mac made from a monster. It also did something to you. I'll leave that to the imagination. With the black bun, I'm not going to be disgusting on this channel. But so far, like, the food that I've had at the park has been amazing, and I'll get more into detail with other food from the other worlds once I talk about them. Dark Universe, amazing. Meeting Igor, meeting the bride and Frankenstein. The first time I met the bride and Frankenstein's monster, I was wearing my vampire cape, and I approached them, and all of a sudden the bride screamed, and she shrieked, and Frankenstein was worried that I was a vampire, and I'm like, no, 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 I'm a friend, pretend, pretend. The interactions are just amazing. Like talking to the Invisible Man, that hands down one of the greatest interactions that you will ever have in a theme park. Um, he is just maniacal. He is crazy. He is insane. There are details and Easter eggs everywhere. You have to explore everywhere. You could just go to Epic Universe and not do any rides whatsoever, and just explore and try food. So that's what you gotta do, you know, and that's Dark Universe. So moving on, we I'm going in the way. We're going to the left and moving around from Super Nintendo World to Dark Universe and going past Helios Grand. By the way, if you want to see my tour of Helios Grand, you can also check out that video on my channel. Beautiful hotel. Didn't really see any of the rooms, but there are YouTubers that have done room tours. Um, let's stop first at Oaken Star Tavern. Uh, haven't ate there yet. Really, really want to. They have amazing barbecue, including their 14-hour smoked brisket and their free cheese mac and cheese. It is such a beautiful vibe in there. It's so warm and cozy when you walk in there. You have these nice big comfy chairs that you could sit at if you don't want to sit at a regular table. And also outside, I stopped at the Plastered Owl, which is the bar that is attached to Oaken Star Tavern, and they gave me this coaster. And on the back, you got the Plastered Owl. There's a whole story with this. I forget what the story is. I didn't get the story, but there's a whole story with the Plastered Owl and the animals and everything. And of course, between Super Nintendo World and Dark Universe, you have Pizza Moon, which when I went on June 4th, I ate at Pizza Moon, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. Wood oven pizza to the frickin' I can't stop playing with this. To the frickin' max. I got a pizza that was called Trip to Vesuvio. It was a spicy pizza with sausage and pepperoni, arugula, and like a hot honey drizzle. This is the one thing that I will say, and I noticed it on the day that I went on June 4th. The park was open until 9, and I was there, and I had lunch at the Blue Dragon, and I'll explain about that, and then I had dinner at Pizza Moon. And I mean, I did it to myself. I rode Monsters Unchained 10 times that day, and I had only a couple minutes to do just a couple more rides before ending my day at the park. And I go to Pizza Moon, enter in around like 7ish, and like 7:30ish, and I place my order on the mobile order app, and I'm like sitting there waiting. By the time I got my pizza, it was around like 8:30, 8:40ish. And that's the thing that I noticed. Because I also noticed it another time that I went, when I went to Wizarding World, and it was the first time that I was trying to get a return time for Battle at the Ministry. I went into Le Café de Serene, which is one of the eateries in the Wizarding World, and I got the butterbeer crepe. And I placed my order, and I'm sitting there waiting, and it took a long time. And when I went on June 4th, it was like my first like official paid ticket and everything. And it was like literally right after the park had opened. And I understand they were still like, fixing the kinks and everything. But like it took a while for me to get my food, my pizza, and of course the butterbeer crepe. But the pizza amazing, and just sitting in Pizza Moon, just like the smell of the pizza being made, amazing. Really good. Love it. Let's talk about the Blue Dragon, since we're on like food. Great story. Celestial Night Market. You walk inside, and again, there's a story that this explorer had this blue dragon, followed this blue dragon, and she set up this restaurant. And it's a Pan Asian experience. So you're not just going in there and getting regular Chinese food, regular run of the mill Chinese food. You're getting food from all of the Asian coast and all Asian inspired food. They're known for their beef and broccoli, and they're also known for their tea service, which is called the Golden Dragon. It's their highlighted teas, and then their appetizers, including like their pot stickers and snowflake dumplings and pot stickers and everything. And that's what I ended up getting the day that I went and I ate there. I had a reservation for around like 3 o'clock ish. So I went in, got to my table, and I just had water. I didn't get any special drink. I didn't get any of the special teas or anything. And they have this golden silverware, which is really nice. And then you also have these chopsticks that I want to show. And I asked, I'm like, can I take home the chopsticks? And they're like, yeah, we throw them away anyway, so you could take them. There was a little paper that was holding them together that said the Blue Dragon. I don't know what a paper is. I think I threw it away. But I had their orange chicken. And then I got 2 lumps of white rice, and I asked for some of their dragon sauce that I put on top of it. And again, really good. Like, the food is amazing in the park. And it goes with that, like, next level, theme park experience. It was amazing. Moving to Helios Grand Hotel. Again, you can see my video about that. On June 4th, no, it wasn't June 4th. It was the day before June 4th. It was the visit before my visit on June 4th. I go to Epic, and it was my main goal to get on Battle at the Ministry. And I couldn't get the first time drop. And I'm walking around, and I spent a huge majority. It was May 1st that I went, and that was when I filmed my video. I'm walking around, doing my spells and everything, and I'm like, I gotta do something. I saw Le Cirque Arcanu, beautiful show, really, really beautiful show that really dives into the Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them story. Picks up like what happened after Newt Scamander took all the beasts and released them. Like what's happening with Cirque Arcanu. You still have Ringmaster Skender, and he's like, I want to put on a show, but I have some tricks under my sleeve of how I'm going to make this show happen. And if you've seen Le Cirque Arcanu, you know what happens. You know how he fulfills that dream of his. I'm not going to spoil it on here. But as I'm walking around, there's an aura whose name is Lou, and he is looking out for followers of Garrett Grindelwald. And I was speaking with him, and I'm like, I want to be an aura. I'm a Gryffindor at Hogwarts, and I want to become an aura. And I want to find dark wizards and put them away in Azkaban where they belong. And so he sent me on little task. He sent me to Le Goblet Noir to look out for the Deathly Hallows symbol, and he told me to come back to him if I found anything, and I did, and he gave me this card. This is if you've seen whatchamacallit, if you've seen Fantastic Beast, The Crimes of Grindelwald, this is the card that Albus Dumbledore gives Newt Scamander. That, of course, takes him to France. And it says, "Find the residence of a very old acquaintance of mine, but only when ready." I don't know if there's a spell on it. The only thing that I see is this circle, but I know that there is a spell that you could do to open up a chest, and inside it you see the Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone for a way of better saying. But what's cool about with the Wizarding World Ministry of Magic, first of all, it's the biggest Wizarding World that they have, that Universal has constructed. The buildings are bigger than the tallest building in Diagon Alley, which of course is Gringotts Bank. The architecture is just beautiful. You have Cosme Acajor, which is the Epic Universe Paris wands, and Cosme Acajor feels like it's not the wand that chooses the wizard, it's the wizard that chooses the wand. Where Ollivander feels like it's the wand that picks the wizard. And before Epic Universe opened, Universal came out with these Wand 2.0. These interactive wands that have haptic feedback and light up tips. Now, there's of course a whole bunch of Epic Universe wands that are made for Wizarding World Paris. I didn't get one of those. And the sad part is, those wands that they sell in Cosme Acajor are the interactive wands version 1. So they don't have the haptic feedback and they don't have the light up tip. But they come in this amazing box with this symbol on the front. Now, it doesn't say exactly what the wand is. It's just Wizarding World, Harry Potter, Universal Studios, Wizarding World, Made in Vietnam, Choking Hazard. That's it. Real quick, I just want to express, okay? I talk about the Wizarding World and my love for Harry Potter. My love for Harry Potter, the Harry Potter franchise, the series, the books, Hogwarts Legacy, Wizarding World at Universal Parks and Resorts. That does not mean I agree with the views of J.K. Rowling. I just want to state that. Just because I have a Harry Potter wand or multiple wands and I like Gryffindor does not mean that I stand with her views or her opinions in society. I'm just saying that. So, but before I go ahead and take this out, so again, it comes in this nice black box, and you get some awesome papers, including like the instructions on how to replace the battery and everything. Battery warning: it's a quadruple A LR8 battery, which is included. Don't use rechargeable batteries. Non-rechargeable batteries cannot be recharged. You have this second generation interactive wand paper, which tells you how to cast spells, where to cast spells, and unlock more magic, of course, by scanning that QR code. And then it says where to cast spells, how to cast spells here, and on the other side, on one part of the map, you got Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, and then on the other side, you got Ministry of Magic. Note, here's the only thing. With this particular map, it doesn't show the spells or the icons. That still shows on the other map for the version 1. But you get the wand in the box, which comes with this like mesh. Raise it up, and then you have the wand itself. This one, a lot of people have said it's redwood. I just went with this wand because I love the colors. Like, I love the handle with the gold and the red. And then, of course, the wand itself is a brown wood. It's plastic. And then, of course, you got the nib at the top, which does all the spells. And the light is in this area right here. And then in this area is where the haptic feedback, the motor is. At the bottom is where you could change the battery. You need like a flathead screwdriver. But yeah, I went with this one because it's that red and gold, Gryffindor. But yeah, I love this wand. It's very light. But this is my wand that I use for Epic and that I use when I go to Islands of Adventure and Universal Wizarding World. And yes, I have been on Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. Completely blows you away with what that ride is capable of. And it being by far next to Forbidden Journey, by far being one of the greatest Wizarding World rides. Loved it, absolutely loved it. Been on it, I believe, 4 times now. It's great. It's great from start to finish. Entering the Ministry, going through the Flu network, the Metro Flu. That's how they initiate the whole experience. It uses time travel from when you walk into the land. And the whole story of the ride is Dolores Umbridge is finally being on trial for her crimes against the Wizarding World during the time of Lord Voldemort. No one's afraid to say the name now. It's after his reign, he's been defeated, and Dolores Umbridge feels like there must be order, and she feels like in order to do that, she needs to go back to the time of Lord Voldemort. So you're following along Harry, Hermione, and Ron, and Higglety, which is Umbridge's house elf, and disaster ensues, and you go through the Ministry on what is known as one of the most technologically advanced Wizarding World rides that has came to the park, and it's amazing. It really is amazing. So, out of Ministry of Magic, you are now back in Celestial Park. There's the Meteor Astra Pub, has some great burgers, some great sandwiches. Haven't tried any of them yet. And you enter the final land, final portal, which is How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk. Sadly, I don't have any merchandise from How to Train Your Dragon, but I do have one thing that I will show at the end of the video. And this land has became the land. Like, the one that everybody goes to, everybody wants to be in, because of one particular part of this land. Everybody remembers the iconic scene from the very first How to Train Your Dragon, when Hiccup encounters the Night Fury, Toothless, and he stretches out his hand, and he touches him on his nose. And that was the big draw for How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk. It takes place between the second and third movie. So Stoic is no longer around because of the events of How to Train Your Dragon 2. Hiccup is now chief, and dragons are everywhere you see, everywhere you walk. And they have a meet and greet where you could go and you can meet either a Viking of Berk, or you could see Astrid, or you could see Hiccup, and you get to go up and you actually get to meet Toothless. And here's the thing with the meet and greets in Epic Universe. The characters take their time. It's not like a hi, how are you? Let me sign your autograph book, take a picture. Okay, next person, bye bye. They are actually there to talk to you and hear what you gotta say. And they're like, "How you enjoying Burke?" And I'm doing my best Toothless impression, and not Toothless. I meant Hiccup, and the guy that plays Hiccup in the park. He sounds exactly like Jay Baruchel. And fun fact, Jay Baruchel actually reprised the role of Hiccup for the safety instruction video that you hear as you're in line for Hiccup's Wing Gliders. Um, fun, fun family coaster. It's on the same level of Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Um, and I'm trying to think of another roller coaster that they compared it to. Something in Disney. I don't remember. I don't remember what they compared it to. But it's a fun coaster. But the thing is, it's like even a 45-minute wait, it's gonna take a while. Like, it's a wait, and there's no shade. Like that's the thing with the queue lines outside. Um, Primarily for Isle of Burke. There's not that much beaming. Like in the queue line for Hiccup's Wing Gliders. Yeah, you see some of Hiccup's inventions, and there is some covering like when you get up to the lockers, but that's about it. You don't really have any covering, and you see a lot of people with their fans and spray bottles and drinking water. But I mean, the good news is that there is like water fountains in the queue lines, whether it be inside or outside. Um, and I haven't really had to stand in the extended queues that much for like if I really want to see the pre-show for Monsters Unchained, I'll do the pre-show for Monsters Unchained if it's like 25 or 15 minutes. But if not, like I utilize Single Rider a lot. And the same with like Battle at the Ministry as well. Like when it went Q line, that thing got up to like 300 minutes, and the queue line can hold up to 6 hours of waiting. That's what we've heard. But it's like if you really want to like do that, and you wait in that queue line, it can eat up your entire day, to be honest. So, and Express doesn't work for it, and Express doesn't work for Minecart Madness as well. So you gotta have like a special priority ticket. Um, but aside from that, like you look at the queue lines, and it needs more theming. The only queue lines that have really good theming are like Yoshi's Adventure has some cute theming to it in the queue line. Um, Mario Kart has the most amount of theming for the queue line, and Monsters Unchained, and of course, Battle at the Ministry. But like, uh, Curse of the Werewolf, not really much. Hiccup Swing Gliders, not really much. Dragon Flyers, um, the Dragon Racer Rally, not really much. Fire Drill, not worth it. I waited in line an hour and 13 minutes for a 9-second attraction. 9-second ride. That was it. I mean, it was hot and I barely got wet, but it's fun, you know? There's better water rides. So, also, in How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Burke, you have what is considered one of the greatest themed shows ever, The Untrainable Dragon. It's the day that they're raising the final beam on this dragon hatchery, and all of a sudden this untrainable dragon comes out of nowhere, and no one knows where Hiccup is. And Hiccup is like, I can't do it. I can't train this dragon. It's so ferocious and so scary. It's not listening to any commands. And at the end, he comes together with all of the Vikings of Burke to try and calm this dragon down. And it's a really fun show and has one of the most amazing entrances. I'll just say that. Like, in the show, it has an amazing entrance. There we have it. That is Epic Universe. Aside from Celestial Park, you have Stardust Racers. One of the most smoothest roller coaster experiences that you will ever have in your entire life. From start to finish, it's an exhilarating thrill ride. Whether you choose side yellow or side green or side mustard, because some people don't think it looks like green. It looks like mustard. It's not. It's green. I have ridden it, I think, a total of 5 times now. More sides on the yellow and less green. But I love the coaster. It's so much fun. It's from Mach. And it only has one inversion, the Celestial Spin. And it's the closest that you will ever get to seeing the other train. Like, when you go over the Celestial Spin, one side spirals up and the other side spirals down, like a regular roller coaster. I believe the one that spirals down is the yellow side, and the one that spirals up is the green side. The great thing about it, and I found this out from my friend Adam, it is a capacity machine. So they could be having 6 trains total. 3 on yellow, 3 on green. And that thing goes. Like, one time when I recently went, it was 25 minutes. So I did both sides twice. I did yellow 2 times, green 2 times, and I didn't throw up. I was good. Yeah, I was good. So yeah, you got Stardust Racers, and then one of the best, like, flat rides to experience at night, you have the Constellation Carousel, and it's a really fun carousel. It lifts up, I think, 14 feet in the air, if I'm correct. I think I might be saying that wrong. But it's a really fun little carousel. The park truly comes to life at night. During the day, it's great. But, like, the park shines at night. Because you also have, like, the Cosmo water show. And there's no, like, really show times for it. It just goes throughout the night. And supposedly they are testing fireworks. We just don't know when it's going to happen. But overall, over the course of these 5 visits, I have came to find out that Universal nailed the assignment perfectly. Over the course of these 10 years that this park has been, worked on, from the start when it was first known as Universal's Fantastic Worlds, I mean, they just knocked it out of the park, literally. And a lot of people have been saying they really brought the concept of theme park, or putting the word theme back into theme park. Because everywhere you look, it's just a spectacle after spectacle after spectacle. It's just beautiful. When you come down to Florida, I can't encourage enough. It is something that needs to be done. You need to buy a ticket and you need to go. Annual pass holders, of course, get a better discount on the ticket. But it's you need to experience it. I don't think you can come to Florida and you can't do it. July will be my final time experiencing Epic Universe until I come back down as a tourist. And I hope it gets added for annual passes. Of course, I have my preferred annual pass. And when it does, I'm going to upgrade my pass to the free park. I don't need Volcano Bay. I love Volcano Bay. It's a great park. But I'm going to have where I can go to Epic Studios and Island Adventure. So, one last thing that I want to show before I wrap up the park. On my last visit, when I was leaving, I went over to Stella Nova to get my Uber back to my apartment. And I went up to someone at the desk and I said, by any chance, can I have the blank room keys that represent Epic Universe? And the person was very nice, and she gave me all 4 of the Epic Universe designs. So there's one for Super Nintendo, one for How to Train Your Dragon, one for Wizarding World Battle Ministry of Magic, and of course my favorite one, Dark Universe. So, well, folks, it's been an hour, and this was a fun review to talk about. Oh, I forgot to mention the mac and cheese cones over in How to Train Your Dragon. One of the most honest to God greatest theme park snacks ever. Said and done. So, with all that being said, guys, thanks for checking out this video. As I've been down here in Florida doing the Disney College program, I know I haven't really put out a lot of theme park videos, and I'm sorry. It's just I've been busy, and when I go to the parks, I just go and I have fun. And I know I promised that I was going to put out as many videos as possible. My channel is not dead. I will say that. I do have a very fun media unboxing when I get back to Virginia that I can't wait to do for my channel. But with all that being said, guys, with the media cabinet, pick up a movie novelization, buy physical media, buy a video game, support physical media, keep it alive, and whenever something is released, I'll unbox it and review it. With all that being said, thanks for checking out the media cabinet, and I'll see you next time. Bye.